Hi all, hope you're all well, and here is another game of Age of Hannibal with the Gauls against the Iberians. Playing Wayne from Reading War Games. Yeah, great game, hope you enjoy it. We took our scenario, as always, from the Book of Battles. Here are the 5 cards that we randomly drew. Hopefully gives you a good idea of how we got the terrain and the victory conditions that we're playing. Here is a quick map showing our deployment. Nearest the front would be the Iberians and the Gauls in the background, and here is the actual figures on the table. Hopefully gives you a better idea of what is where. Here's a close-up of the Gauls in a very tight formation. Wayne's playing the Gauls, and here is a quick close-up of the Iberians that I am playing. Using Zoom again to record the game. Got the 2 cameras. Still not got quite full screen, and unfortunately we've got Wayne in one of the windows, but I've not managed to block that out yet. So we're getting there, but it's Wayne's very kindly agreed to allow himself to be filmed while we're playing, which is I'm very grateful for. So thank you, Wayne.
Morning, Wayne.
Morning, Graham.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Here we are in the gladiatorial arena. Today we have the Gauls against the Iberians. From my point of view, I'm playing the Iberians, which is nearest the camera, and I've never played. Well, neither of us have never played them before, so it's a completely new adventure with these guerrilla tokens. It's going to be really interesting. We've set the terrain, as you can see all the scenario requirements that Wayne put in the introductory video. So the terrain is as it is. The only key things to note is, which is quite amusing, is that Wayne always moans that the dice are not kind to him at the beginning, and I'm the first player and he actually starts and he only has 3 dice, which is quite funny, really amuses me. Also, there's something in there that you could, everything is removed. Slow down to S for the first 2 turns. In the forced march special rules, during the first 2 turns of the game, each player's movement is made as though the opponent is using one of their fatigues. So infantry go from M to S and cavalry go from L to S. So it's going to be, well, we'll just whip through these 2 turns because I can't see too much happening. Observations, Wayne?
Yes, really looking forward to seeing the Iberians on the table. Expecting them to be quite a frustrating opponent. Gauls have just kept the same for simplicity from our previous game. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, should be interesting. I'm proxy using my Welsh with a couple of Gaelic half-and-guard here, so I'm using mostly Welsh, but obviously Wayne's using the Gauls, as you can see them nearest the wall. Okay, so without further ado, we'll very quickly switch to here. You've got 3 dice, Wayne. I'm rolling for you. You've got 2 common, 1 uncommon.
Thank you.
Okay. stopped it. Right, Wayne has placed his 3 dice, as you can see. 1 on levy, 1 in combat bonus, and 1 in display. Melee, really, Wayne?
Well, just in case you get adventurous.
Okay, go on then. What are you going to do?
I'd like to start with some manoeuvres. So let's start with the chariots. If they are outside of L.
Yes, they are.
Of everybody.
That's the nearest
Can we
one.
just move them straight forward?
Just on an angle like that, would that be acceptable?
Yeah, that's fine. Same with the warrior unit next to them.
Right. Zach. Them up like that, just outside L. Yeah.
Yeah. Skip the levies.
Yeah.
And move on to the warriors next to them.
Yep.
And then keep that end warrior unit can stay where it is.
Okay.
So the warlord will use my will be done on the levies and order them forward an S.
Just an S.
It can only be an S, can't it?
Of course, yeah. Rule restriction.
Can you yeah. Then I'll use their levy activation dice to shoot at the warriors, actually, Graham, the unit of 8 warriors.
That one there?
Yeah.
It has to be that one there. That's the one that's in range. Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's just... I've got an armour of 4. You've got 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll add 1 from the combat bonus.
Naturally, 7. I have nothing to respond to, so you'll just hit me on 4s. Hit me 4 times to save. Oh, shit house. Okay, you killed 4.
Not bad.
Not bad. Right, you do take a fatigue for the pleasure of it, which was well worth it, wasn't it? You nearly topped a dice off me there.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can move your warlord as well if you want, right? And you've got your unit of 4 at the back.
No, they can stay where they are. That's me done. Thank you, Graham.
Okay, so it's my turn. You've got 1 dice on display. So I'm using the Viking dice because everybody seems to know those. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just 7 dice. And I've rolled, as you can see, 2 rares, 4 commons, and 1 uncommon. I'll have a think. So this is my first turn. Scratching my head a little bit what to do. I placed my dice, as you can see. I did actually suggest to Wayne that I use the activation pool, but then he very quickly reminded me that I don't have one, which was a bit embarrassing. So they do play quite a lot different to a traditional ball, which is good, which is what we're trying to do. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to move my levy forward. It takes me to within range. I'm using my warlord's activation, I should have pointed out, to do this. And second rank, just I think I get all of my rule measure. that. Second rank there, all the way to there. I don't get him. I do get them without that corner guy there. So I get 6 dice, just. 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got an armour of 3. So I've got 6 dice and you've got an armour of 3. I'm going to use my common in the combat bonus for an additional dice. That's one more actually, that's 7. You haven't got anything on your board. And I'm going to use my rare on my combat dice. So I should have 9 dice to throw at you, needing 3s. Right. Think. I'm going to use Phylacria, nearly forgot to use it. After the melee or shooting attack is resolved, you gain 1 guerrilla marker for each casualty inflicted upon your opponent, up to a maximum of 6. So I'm going to use that as well. Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. So I need to kill a few. Needing 3s. Not like that, I won't. Not like that, I won't, Wayne. 2 hits.
Okay, well, as long as you save them.
9 dice.
No 6s.
I killed 1.
Kill 1 and
1.
So 1 guerrilla marker for you, yeah?
Whoop, whoop. And I wanted 2. I'll put the guerrilla markers on my board, with the dice on my board. That is shocking. Where do you want the figure off? There? Back right, back left?
Back left as you look at it, please.
No, back left. So that one there.
Yeah.
Okay. That was shocking. 9 dice, needing 3s, hit you twice and only kill 1. That is not a good omen, as omens go. I'm going to use bait. Choose one of your units, which obviously is my levy. Gain 1 guerrilla marker plus 1 extra guerrilla marker for everybody within M, which is only your levy. So I get 2 guerrilla markers, takes me up to 3. And that is all I've got.
Does that give them a fatigue?
No, it doesn't, because it's not a. It's just a board activation rather than a shoot or a move or a charge. That is that. I can do manoeuvres. Do I want to do any manoeuvres? Maybe a little bit here. My warlock can move in there. If I go in the terrain with my cavalry, I'm going to get fatigue. I'm going to move them forward anyway, to within M of you. L of you, sorry. So like that, for what it's worth. Yeah. Just a nudge over L. But then like that. And I might move them this way as well. I assume my manoeuvres are up to S as well.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I've got, mate. So you've got 7 dice, haven't you? Got 1 on your board. So I'm gonna roll your 7 dice. I assume you wanted to leave the 1 on the board. I should have asked you.
Yes, please.
So you've got, oh, that's unusual. You've got 2 commons, 4 uncommons, and 1 rare.
2 commons, 4 uncommons, and 2 rare.
No, 1 rare.
Sorry, 1 rare.
1 rare.
4 uncommons.
And 2 commons.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, so it's Wayne's turn. Dice are placed, as you can see. He's got Power of the Ancient Gods is in place, which is always ominous, but it's their absolute killer ability. He's placed his dice. I have 3 guerrilla markers. I also have a orders reaction, and I'm going to play that. And it says here, once each melee or shooting attack mitigated by your enemy during this turn, instead of using a Saga ability, you can spend 1 guerrilla marker to discard 2 of your opponent's attack dice, which is quite nice. So, but that's only during your turn. Obviously, it ends at your turn. Point of note: guerrilla markers. I lose them at the end of Wayne's turn, and they reset and go back to 0 in my turn. Okay. Show me your magic, Wayne. What are you going to do?
Okay, to start with, the warlord will order the levy to rest.
So Wayne did actually ask for them to be moved forward, so they rest.
Then I will use a levy activation to activate them to shoot at the mounted warrior cavalry.
Which is this unit just here. So he's got 6 dice still, after my somewhat failed shooting with my javelins. Just check, I'm 99% certain my cavalry have an armor of 3 from shooting. This is what's known as grasping at straws, Wayne. And they do. They have an armor of 3. It's a bugger, isn't it? So you've got 6 dice. I've got an armor of 3.
I'm going to pimp it with the one from the combat bonus.
Naturally. So you've got 7. All I've got is light shadows. I can't do too much else. I'm going to spend, might as well do it now. I'm going to spend thinking out loud here.
Well, you can only spend 1, can't you?
Yeah, I can only spend 1, yeah. I'm just thinking, well, that's it. All I can do is on the gorilla. I don't think there's anything on gorilla I can use, is there? No, there's nothing I can do, so I pass. I have nothing.
You're going to do like, going to spend a guerrilla marker though?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, light shadows. Take them. Yeah. So, big pardon, yes. Down to 2 guerrilla markers, and you disregard 2 attack dice like that. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
What are you going to do?
Graham? Nothing.
No, well, I can only spend light shadows once, so that's it.
Yeah.
So you've got 5 dice, needing 3s. Oh, Wayne, can you see all of that?
Unfortunately, I can, yeah.
Here we go, to save. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have laughed too much because I still lost 1. That's me for being a little bit.
Every little bit helps.
Okay, so okay. when you kill something, sorry, I'm just reading. What? Yes, sorry, I'll carry on. Beg your pardon. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. No. Shoot again.
I will activate the levy again using their levy activation dice.
So they get fatigue after. So you've got 6 dice again.
Yep.
Same target.
Same target.
I left the squishy guys out, didn't I? This time I have nothing I can do. What I should have done is used my gorilla and spent the two thingies before you actually activated and move them backwards. That's what I should have done. used my 2 guerrilla markers and pulled my cavalry backwards so you couldn't shoot them again. But I didn't.
Yeah. Well, do you want to do that?
I do. We're learning. So I'm going to snap 2 guerrilla markers off. So I've got no guerrilla markers. Put them back.
So that happens after my first shooting.
So you've still got a dice on levy.
Yeah. So I'll activate them to shoot.
Yeah. And who are they going to shoot against?
We will shoot at. Let's shoot at those 4 warriors.
As I said before, you've probably only got, because you can shoot in a straight line, you've only got 6 in arc, so you're only going to get 3 dice. Do you?
Yeah, I only need 1 casualty to knock a dice off you.
Oh, I love the optimism. So armor of 4, you've got 3 dice. I have no guerrilla markers in place. I have nothing to do, so it's just straight shooting. You need 4s. 2 hits. Saved them.
Oh, okay.
On you.
Right, I shall activate Gaulish Wave.
Gaulish Wave. So Gaulish Wave, basically choose one of your units, then up to 2 others within S of the unit. Activate each to charge, move or shoot. Each unit activated can take 1 additional further to add VS to their movement. So what are the 3 units then, Wayne? First of all, what's your target unit?
Target unit will be the levy.
Yeah. And so the units within S.
Yeah.
So that will be, that kind of limits you. It has to
2
be,
warrior units.
Yeah, like that and that. Okay, so which one are you going to do first?
I'll do the levy first.
So they're going to take another fatigue after they've shot.
Yeah.
Are they shooting at the unit of 4? I assume they are.
No, they're going to shoot. No, they're going to. I'm going to activate them to move.
Oh, okay. What are you going to do?
Move them back into the line.
Okay.
And S back.
Yeah.
See if we can tempt you forward.
You are tempting me, aren't you? Okay, so you've got 2 fatigues on that unit.
And that'll do for us.
So these 2, you just use that because it's their first activations, they don't accrue fatigue. My turn. So I cling on literally, well, my chinny chin chin to my dice, to my 7 dice. Got 2 on the board, a rare, and 1 on ambush. I'm going to leave the 1 on ambush because I've got no activation pool, so there's no point lifting them. Oh, Wayne. I don't think I should drive today. So I've rolled 4 commons and 2 uncommons. Right. I've placed the dice on the board, as you can just see. It's my second turn. As with the Iberian battle board, you remove, at the beginning of my turn, the Iberian turn, you remove all guerrilla markers or counters. So they're gone, so I'm back to 0 again. So first things first, my warlord is going to say to my levy, it's not that fast, it's still second turn, so I still can't
move much more than that. I can move up to there. I'll bring them back a little bit. We'll just see how far I can go. Just there. I'm going to bring them back a notch. Now I know if I can go. The second ranking range, please, great. There. So they're all in range. And they're going to shoot. So you've got an armour of 3. I've got armour of 3. I've got 2, 4, 6 dice. I go first. I'm going to spend combat bonus for an additional dice. You got anything? You've just got 2 melee abilities.
Yeah, nothing on my board.
So okay, I shall continue on then. I shall spend a second combat bonus for another one. Bear in mind I had 9 last time and I failed, Wayne. And then I'm going to spend Philorikia. After a melee or shooting is resolved, you gain 1 guerrilla marker for each casualty inflicted, up to a maximum of 6. Well, hopefully I do a bit better than last time. And that's all I've got. I'm going to roll. Needing freeze. Oh. 1 better than last time, Wayne.
Ouch.
Just the 3. I killed 1 again. I got back right, I assume.
Yeah, give yourself a gorilla marker.
Oh, thanks a bundle. I'm now going to spend bait. Choose one of your units, which is obviously my levy. Gain 1 guerrilla marker and 1 extra marker for each enemy unit within M of the chosen unit. So obviously it's the levy. It's 1, 2, 3, and 1 for himself, 4. So his guerrilla markers goes from 1 to 5. I'm then going to activate the levy again, and they're going to withdraw. And they're just going to go backwards a little bit, and they're going to be just outside of M plus, what's your thing you do?
Yes.
Yeah, so just outside of VS of your 2 big warrior units like that. I might come back a little bit, or a little bit like that. I do take fatigue. All I can do is manoeuvres now, and move my warlord. So they're going to go. Just a minute. Main screen. So sorry, I beg your pardon. I just moved my levy back to there, and now I'm going to do manoeuvres. Just check everybody's outside of M. No, they're not. Your levy just catch my unit of 4. I'm not too worried about my those. I could move my unit of 4 half and guard. I'm just going to move them up. Just get them a little bit, just peeking their noses out like that. So they're up to just beyond L. Okay.
Yep.
And I think that's my lot, mate. So it's turn 3. So that ability of slowing us down to S has gone, which is great. Kind of started both of us, really. So
Yep.
you've got 3 dice on your board.
Can I pick up display, please?
Yeah. So you can remove power of the ancient gods if you like. I don't mind.
Tempted, but I'll leave it on.
You're not tempted. I don't believe you. Oh, Wayne, that's as insincere as I possibly could sound there.
What have you given me?
I've given you 5 commons and 1 rare.
have a think. Right, okay, so it's Wayne's third turn. His dice are placed, as you can see. Looks to me, call me suspicious, but I think with 2 dice on his half on guard activation, he's sending in the Imperial Guard very early, which is the Chariots. I think that's the way it looks to me anyway. So go on then, Wayne, shock me. Oh, before you do anything, nearly forgot. Like shadows, orders reaction. Once during the melee or shooting attack initiated by an enemy during this turn, instead of using a Saga ability, you can spend 1 guerrilla marker to discard 2 of the opponent's attack dice. And I have 5 guerrilla markers there. Almost forgot to do that. So, okay.
Okay. Let's start with the Chariots.
Of course, now the restriction has gone from our special rules, not special rules, where we move S. So now everything is back to full speed. Go on then, Wayne.
Okay, going to activate the Chariots. Move L forward, please.
Towards the cavalry, as I've left the markers out, by any chance? Is that your target?
What of the move?
Yeah. Where are they moving?
Yeah, there's fine.
Okay. They have javelins, so at the end of their move they can shoot. Who's their target? As if we need to guess. So you're going to shoot at the cavalry.
Yes, please.
You have an armor of 3. You have 2 dice per chariot. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's
correct?
2 per chariot.
Let's just check that. 2 per chariot was. So that
Or is it 4 per chariot?
I think we'll check that one out, mate. Chariots, 2 per.
2 per. There you go.
Look at that. Bad enough as it is. Right. Okay. There is nothing I can do about that. You've got no fatigue or anything, so shoot. If you've got anything to pimp it with, you haven't. You just need 3s. Hit me 3 times. Come on, dice. 1 dies. Okay, so Wayne. I'm thinking out aloud now. I've got Gorilla. You've activated a unit. I can now do something in response to that. I can activate a unit. So, oh, here we go. Oh, sorry. Like shadows. During each turn at melee initiated. Right, okay. Forget that. I'm just thinking out aloud. It's a one-off ability. I'm going to have to. I need to strike before you strike me. So I'm going to. Just a question of who with. I'm going to charge you with my cavalry and spend 2 guerrilla markers to do that.
Okay.
Because you're going to go in, you will have a fatigue, but you'll have javelins against me. So it makes sense to hit you when you're not as strong, albeit you'll have 1 fatigue less. So we have a melee. You have a melee range. Oh, just have a look. I think you're a 4 in there. Chariots. Sorry about this. You've got in Half Guard Chariots. You have an armour of 4. I have an armour of 4. I've got 6 dice, 2, 4, 6. You've got 8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I go first. I'm going to spend Kata, and as I'm the attacker, I get it, because I wouldn't have got this if it had been your turn. Wayne? Hello?
Yeah, sorry. You're doing what? Sorry, Falcata?
Falcata, and you suffer a -1 on your saving rolls.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to play. I'm going to play Ve Victis.
Ve Victis. If you win this melee, after cash is removed, every other friend within S of your unit must roll a dice at 6. So, do you want to have the fervour?
No, not for 1 attack dice.
No, it's not worth it, is it? Okay, my turn. I'm going to spend Ambush, and it gives me 2 more attack dice, and I get a Gorilla. So I've got 2 more attack dice, and my Gorilla marker goes up to 4.
Cool. You've played Falcata, haven't you?
I have. I like it.
You've got an empty board, haven't you?
Well, apart from Light Shadows.
Yeah.
Once empty, I've got 4 Gorilla markers as well.
Okay.
Let's not forget that.
I will do Display.
Which is a rare. Gain 2 defense dice. Cancel the first casualty suffered during this melee, or 2 if you used a rare. So I'll put 2 down there, and you cancelled first 2 hits.
Yeah, that will give me 2 further.
2 further. So I'll put a dice beside the unit. Nice. Well, I have nothing, so I pass.
So let's just, so at the moment you've got 8 dice. We've both got 8 dice, we're both hitting on 4s, yeah?
They are, but you've got
-1 on my defense dice.
Saving roll, yeah. Defense dice, and which you've also got the first 2 hits.
First 2 casualties.
First 2 casualties, you've got to save them. Oh, sorry, yeah. First 2 casualties.
I can ignore the first 2, cancel the first 2 casualties.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, so we'll do yours first then. Needing 4s. So you failed with 2, 3, 4. You hit me 4 times. On you, I missed 2. So we'll do mine first. Mine's not complicated. So I've got 4 to save. Save 2, lose 2. There's 2 warriors. Take them off like that. And you've got 6 hits on you. That's 2 defense dice. You're saving on a 5 and 6, but you ignore the first 2 casualties. Is that correct?
No. Because remember, I'm -1 on my defense dice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're -1. So instead of a 4, 5, it's 6s to save.
Yeah.
6s to save, but you ignore the first 2. So you need 6s. You're 1, 6. You're right. So 7 die.
No. 7 don't die.
But
you only hit me 5 times.
Oh, sorry, 5 times. Yes, so 5 times. You save 1.
Saves.
It's 4.
And cancel the next 2.
So you take 3.
2.
Cancel the next 3 or 2, is it?
No, look.
5 die. 5 to save. Save
5
1.
to save. I've saved 1, leaves you 4.
4, correct. 2, yeah, so it's 2 hits.
2 die, yeah.
Well, 2 die, but no, don't die. They take 2 fatigues.
Yeah.
2 fatigues. So, in effect, it's actually a draw.
Yeah, so you bounce.
So I bounce. Like that. You didn't win the melee, so you don't. Was that other ability?
Yeah.
If you win the melee, it was a draw. So back to the main board. So I've just withdrawn here. You've got 2 further, 2 fatigues. I take the fatigue for the melee, and you take an additional fatigue for the melee. So you're on 3. So you're now exhausted.
Completely knackered me, that has.
I know, it's good, isn't it? Right.
No, not good at all.
Okay, back to you. Oh, I was cunning there, wasn't I?
Okay, so let's do before the wave.
Okay, so
a unit without range weapons.
Which unit would that be?
That's the warrior unit on the right.
That one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Assume they're coming forward.
Yeah.
Towards my levy.
As far as they can go.
Okay. So that'll be there. Forward. I like these sabots, you know. They're going to shoot the javelins.
They are.
They're all in range. The corner one probably isn't, but the other 9 are. So you still get a full 5.
Give them a further to inflict an additional automatic hit.
Okay, so 1 further. Straight away. So it's 1 automatic hit. I've got an armor of 3. You've got 5 dice.
You're almost 4.
Oh, it's 4. Yes, quite right. Yeah, yeah, because they're ranged. That's not, I'm going to use Like the Shadows, and I'm going to discard 1 gorilla. Takes me down to 3. But you discard 2 of your attack dice, so I'll take 2 off. Okay.
Yep.
You have nothing else. I have nothing else.
I'll leave your fatigue on.
Oh, yeah, you can use my fatigue, yeah. So here we go. 1 hit. Save. I don't save it. I lose a levy.
Okay. Okay, we'll activate them again with their warrior activation to charge the levy.
Before you do that,
Before you do that, I'm going to use Guerrilla, and I'm going to spend 2 Guerrilla markers, and I'm going to move them backwards.
Okay.
Which will take them out of your charge range. That gap a little bit. That's the back. Probably go sideways might be better. You could have slowed me down, but I think S would have done it anyway. Right. Now you can activate them.
Yeah, he's going to activate the levy. You can cancel it if you like.
I do. I am going to cancel it. You read me like a book, Wayne.
Yeah. Then he'll move himself up to behind his own chariots. So an M and an M.
Good gap. Like that.
Yeah.
You happy with that? So there for 1M. Just another M for there. Like that?
Yeah. Move him back a little bit and then angle him towards, just so he's within S of the chariots and the warrior unit.
Okay, so I'll put him back a little bit like that. Out like that. So you're just within S there and just within S there. Is that what you want?
No, sod it.
Go on.
Move him so he's between the warrior and the chariot unit.
Here, you mean?
Yeah. Bit further over.
Up against the warrior?
Yeah, as far as he can go, and angle him and turn him.
Like that. Good Lord.
Right. You doing any guerrilla stuff?
I've only got 1 guerrilla marker left, and I need 2. So no, I can't. And also, no, I can't do anything with the guerrilla marker. Not as it stands.
Right. Can my warlord get a charge on your warriors?
Which the unit of 4.
Yeah.
If you angled him like that. Yeah, just yeah.
Okay, I'll use the Hearthguard activation to throw him in. Reckless. This is a Graham bottom of turn 5 move. This is.
It is. You do take a fatigue. This is as reckless as it comes, Wayne. Good Lord. Right. Okay, so. Right. Okay, so you've got an armor of warlord in a chariot is 5. I have an armor of 4. I have just 4 brave warriors. You have 8. I go first. No, I rephrase that. I can decide if I want to close ranks.
Graham, my armor's 4.
Is it?
In a chariot
It is armor. You're quite right, yeah. Thank you. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay as I am for the win. Go on in, Wayne. What are you going to do?
I think I might give him Power of the Ancient Gods.
Why did I think it was coming? Let's read the print, shall we? It says here, gain 1 attack dice and 1 defense dice. You've got full stop. You've got that and that without anything else. Plus 1 additional dice of your choice for each unit of friend with or foe within M of your unit. And also you've got a further option as well.
Yeah, which I'm going to use.
So you're going to put a further on him.
Yeah.
And you're going to reroll 2 of your attack and 2 of your defense dice. Wow. Okay, so you've got within M, isn't it?
Yep.
You've got, I'll just go back. Oh, yes, the Warlord, yeah. So we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bloody hell. That is an Imber ability. So you've got your 9 dice, which you have anyway, plus you've got your 8 dice to allocate. You've got 1 defense dice currently.
Yeah. So let's put 4 in defense and 4 in attack.
Like that. Obviously, I have nothing. I'm going to use light shadows. Discard 2 of your opponent's attack dice. Good Lord, is it really worth it? Well, I've only got 1 gorilla, which is going to go. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get rid of my gorilla and get rid of 2 of your attack dice. Like that. Okay. You do have a fatigue, I know that, but I'm not going to touch it. Right. Let's do yours first then. Needing 4s.
I can re-roll 2 of the misses. Oh, come on, Graham. Got to do better than that.
Hey, these dice are bad because you think about my levy earlier. They're failing both of us, mate.
Jeez.
So,
sake.
Right, no, I won't delete that swear word out. 4 dice. Well, I will roll those 4 because while we're here, I just need to save 1 really. I saved 1, lost 3. Oh, right. 4 on you, needing 4s.
Oh, get out of here.
I can't help it. They roll high, they roll low.
Get out of here.
I'm so glad we sorted this dice thing out. 3 hits on you. And do it again. So there's 3 hits, but with all your defense dice, you soaked them up.
4 saves there.
All saves.
And I can re-roll 2, so
You want
I'm
to?
happy with that.
Right, so
He bounces.
he does
Your
bounce.
warrior.
My warrior goes back, S. So I'll pop him backwards, directly away. So he's there. Takes a fatigue with him. And you take a 2nd fatigue on your warlord. Interesting. Power of the gods, eh?
Yeah, right.
You've got 1 warrior activation left.
Yep. So I'll activate the unit of 10 warriors.
That one or that one?
The left-hand one.
This unit here.
Yeah. Then bring them forward full distance, please.
Okay. Right. My turn, is it?
It is.
Power of the gods. And you've got an empty board as well, Wayne.
I have, just like you.
Yes, I have no gorilla markers, so I will roll my 6 dice because I've lost a dice from my warriors. So I'm down to 6. Bizarre roll. 1 common, 4 uncommons, and 1 rare. I'll have to think.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my turn 3. My dice are placed, as you can see. I have no gorilla markers because they get reset at the early stage, and I'm hoping for a continuing good rolling by my team. First things first, I'm going to use Second Wind. Remove a fatigue from every friendly unit within M of your warlord. So that will be the levy, this poor old warrior, and my half on guard. And it says here, gain 1 gorilla marker for each fatigue removed. So I get 3 gorilla markers. And that comes up there. 1, 2.
Are those cavalry within M of your warlord?
Certainly are.
God, that's a big M.
I know. You want to get one of these things, Wayne, with the round things on the end. Next. This is it. I'm going to activate my levy. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm thinking that aloud. Is this the right order? Dice. 6 dice. Activate my levy, and they're going to charge.
And are you activating this with their activation dice?
Yes, the levy. Yes, sorry, across the top row, the basic Saga ability. Yeah, so they're going to charge in like that.
The shame of it being brought down by levy.
No, my dice, mate. I'll remind you of how my levy was shooting their javelins earlier. Appalling. Anyway. Yes. Yeah. So we have a melee. You have an armor of 4. I have an armor of 3. But I have javelins, so I modify my attack dice by 1. I have 4 dice. It's 1 per 3. 1 per, yeah, and you have 8 dice.
I thought you'd lost some levy.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've lost 1 levy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can't close ranks. You have 2 fatigue. I go first. I'm going to use ambush and gain 2 attack dice and 1 gorilla. So my gorilla goes up to 4, and I get 2 more attack dice. Your board is bare. I have no fatigue, so you pass. I'm going to use. I really need them to die. Not enough there. 6. In on 4s. I need to kill him, don't I? I'm hitting you on 3s. My luck's not great, Wayne. I'm going to use Falcata. I'm not going to even risk it. So your saving roll is a 6, or modified by 1, I should say. I have nothing. You have nothing. So we'll do your 8 first. You're needing Freeze, isn't it? Yeah, freeze. Hit me 4 times. I'm hitting you on 4s down to 3 for javelin. This with 1. So 4 to save for me. Lose all 4. Come off. 1, 2, 3, 4. The money shot. Saving on 6s. He's deed.
The shame of it.
I know. So take that off. Take that off. Fatigue on my guys and everybody within S, which is, well, the chariots can't take any more because they're already on 3. They're within S. They're just out. So I take a fatigue for broken friends. There he is. There she is, I should say. She's gone. Right, next. My warlord could charge your half and guard. Strikes me as slightly foolhardy. But I'm going to move him out of the way, and I'm going to charge my half and guard into your chariots. Like that. Okay, so you have an armor of 4, but because you're exhausted, you hit 1 harder. So we have to modify your roll up. I've got an armor of 5 because I'm half and guard. I've got 8. You've got 8 still. I could spend your fatigue to drop your armor down by 1. Because I just need to kill 2, really. Do I, don't I? It's close to that, isn't it, Wayne? I'm going to spend, no, 2 I'm not. I'm going to spend 1 of your armor, and I'm going to increase my armor to a 6. Affect the most dice. Okay? And then I'm going to pass. You're going to pass. So I go first. I'm hitting you on 4s. And that, Wayne, is my luck. The dice have cursed me again. Look, 2 hits on you. You're hitting me on 5. Why did I do that? I cocked up there. Because my armor, spending your fatigue, is too late now. Because you've got that modifier for being exhausted, you were always going to put me up to a 6 anyway. I should have decreased your armor. I made a mistake there. You needed 6s. You didn't hit anything. You've got 2 to save. 5s and 6s. 2 dead. You have 2 fatigues. So 1 makes you exhausted, and 1 kills 1 half and guard. Chariot, which one do you want to go? You have no choice. It has to be one in contact. So that one comes off. You lost 1. So you have to go away, and you go directly away from the charge, which is that direction, which probably suits you, I think. You've got 3 fatigues. I cocked up there. I have 1 fatigue. You have got one further on them still. And that's about it, I think. So, have I got any manoeuvres, anything like that to do? I don't think so. Everybody's in range now. So that's it. So it's now your turn 4, Wayne.
Okay.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're still generating 6 dice, which is massive. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've rolled for you, oh my God, 2 rares, 3 uncommons and 1 common.
Okay, let's have a think.
Okay. Okay, so this is Wayne's 4th turn. He re-rolled in the activation pool one of his dice and got a common and a uncommon, and the dice are as you see on the battle board now. I have no orders reactions this time. I don't have light shadows, which I've had for the last few turns. So yeah, what's he going to do to me? He's got a sneaky plan. Come on in, Wayne.
Okay, so let's start by activating the Hearthguard Chariot to rest.
Yep, because they were exhausted. Yep.
Okay, do you wish to use your guerrilla ability?
I do. Funnily enough.
Before I tell you what I'm going to do.
You did last time. I knew what you were going to do last time, but you know what I'm going to do this time, Wayne. And it's no great surprise. You've got that power of the gods on there. It's just a question of, it's the question of my Hearthguard. I'm leaving my javelins out to die a little bit, I think. But you know what? I'm going to protect them. I'm going to spend 2 guerrilla points. I'm just going to move them the camera angle. I'm just going to move them backwards over here, like that.
To take their fatigue with them.
No, I was going to leave it there and hope that the random warrior picks it up. I'm just thinking, don't want them there. Just more than that. No. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yep.
Going to do before the wave.
So before the wave, unit without javelin weapons, active one of your groups to move. They count as javelins. Inflict for an extra fervor. They give you an additional shooting attack. So I assume it's going to be one of these 2. Which one of those 2 is it going to be?
It's going to be the unit on the right.
So the ones with the fervor already.
Yeah. Do you wish to spend their fatigue to slow them down?
So they're not charging. That's the first thing. You're just going to shoot.
They're going to move.
Yeah. The point being is, if you charge, you have to declare it. You have to declare charge or move. So they're going to move, and you're going to catch me anyway. So no, I'm going to leave the fatigue on there.
Okay. So could you move them, please, in such a way
tricksy.
Such a tricksy way that they are within S of the Hearthguard Chariot and within S of the other warrior unit to their, yeah.
So you want them in that gap there?
Yes, please.
About there. Is that all right? So they're just on S for the chariot, and they are within S of the other. You can come sideways if you so desire. You could come a little bit to your right.
Or are you happy where you are?
Are they within S of the levy?
They are, very much
Yep.
so.
That's fine.
So I can't slow you down. That's the point you're asking that, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you want the extra further?
I will take a further to get an extra hit.
Okay, so you've got 5 dice. I've got an armour of 4. You've got 5 dice plus the extra further. What does it do again, Wayne? Before the wave inflicts an
additional hit, automatic hit.
Okay. That's fine. I've got nothing to. I could spend your fatigue if I wanted. Do I wanted to? No, I'll leave it on there. I think I need to. This is going to cost me a Saga dice, maybe. So you are needing 4s. 2 hits.
So that's 3 hits to roll 4 Graham.
Oh, yes, because
the
the automatic.
hit.
Yep, the automatic hit. Here it comes. 2 die. Which kinda. That was the tipping point you was after.
Yeah.
And now 5, so I lost the Saga dice. That's a bugger. Never mind.
Okay. Do you wish to do a guerrilla move?
Do. I'm just thinking where. See, you've got Gaulish Wave. Which you can activate free. So it's clearly going to be there, there, and there. That's taken. Question is, do I want to get in early on you? So you've got. That's interesting. If I took the middle one out, you wouldn't be able to do it, would you? I've got to kill him though. I'm going to do that. Put it back onto main camera. Sorry, I beg your pardon. So, as you say, I can do a guerrilla move. If I move them out of the way. Yes. Right. Yeah. 2, 3. I'm going to spend a guerrilla move on the levy, and I'm going to move them. Do you wish to slow them down?
No.
No. Okay, so they're going to come out this way. You survive, albeit fatigue as well. So I have no guerrilla moves. So I have nothing on my board now.
Okay. Can you just adjust the camera angle up a bit so that I can see my back units? Can I make maneuvers with those units?
Yeah, let's have a look. See. Then
probably not with them, but maybe with the levy.
The levy, yes, you can. Yes, you can, and the 4.
Oh, okay. So can you bring the 4 forward, please?
Certainly. This way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the levy?
Yep.
Bring them forward as far as they can go.
Just outside of L will be there. There they come. Pain in the arse, those things. I'm going to just check. Actually, it's a bit further back than that. Like that. Because they're didn't. Oh, sorry, Wayne.
That's okay.
Can't go too much forward. Push forward a little bit there. Yeah, that's better. Yep.
Okay, let's do Gaulish Wave.
Gaulish Wave, which is the nominated unit. That one there.
Yep.
That one there. And that one there, I assume, because you were being very careful in the way you measured things. Which is the first unit you wish to move. You are here. You are just over M away. Obviously, Gaulish Wave, you can add VS to your charge for further.
Yeah.
So they are in range.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
I know, I thought you were. And they don't have any fur at the moment.
No.
VS would not be any good for them.
We're going to start with the warrior unit on the left.
This unit here. Yep.
Yeah. And let's plough those into your warriors.
There is nothing I can do about that. You're going to have to use VS for that. So you're going to take
give them a
fur.
further.
In they go. Right, so we have a melee. Ugly, that is Wayne.
Oh.
Ugly. This is your moment, I feel.
Need to get to grips with you.
So we both got armors of 4. You've got 10 dice. Your unit is as of yet virginal. They've been hiding at the back. I've got 8 dice. Looking at your board, you've got that bloody Power of the Gods still there, and you've got Display. I'm going to close ranks. So I'm going to lose 4 dice. But I think I'm going to play that Power of the Gods thing. I need to affect as many dice as I possibly can. So you go, off you go. Power of the Gods, Wayne?
Could be. Let's
drum roll. Do I need to do a drum roll? Do I need to chuck one in? Don't think I do I? We know it's
and we'll give them the 2 further.
So they're going to go up to 3 further. Let's just put it on the camera just to show everybody what we're doing. So you use the Power of the Gods. Gain 1 attack dice and 1 defense dice. So it's 1 attack, 1 defense. And it says here, plus 1 additional dice for each friend or foe within M of your unit. So we'll do this here. So Heart Guard is 1. My unit, they're fighting, is 2. The lever unit is 3. My Warlord is 4. And my Singleton guy is just there. It's 5. There's nothing else in range. So
and themselves.
Does it include themselves as well?
Yeah.
So it's 6 dice. Right, so let's go back to the dice board. So you've got 3, 6. You've got your base of 10. You've got your additional 1 for using it. You've got 1 defense dice, and you've got 6 dice to decide how you want to play them. What do you want to do with those 6 dice, Wayne? Well,
you have to factor in your dice rolling here, which sort of...
You do, and I am at home.
So...
lovely.
I'm going to go...
3 and 3, I bet you do.
4 attack.
Oh!
And 2 defense, please.
Okay, so you've got 3 defense dice. Okay, I'll do my pathetic 4 first. I'm needing 4s. I roll 2 hits. Might as well do it just to complete it. 2 to save on you. You lose 2.
I can re-roll those, Graham.
You can, because of the Power of the Gods. Because you used your gods. Yep. Re-roll 2 of your attack and up to 2 of your defense. So here's your defense. Look at
That's
that.
better. That's better.
Oh, you bugger. Right. Hit me on 4s. It's a killer, isn't it? Here we go. And you can re-roll 2. So I'll take them
2 of the
out.
misses. Yeah.
Here we go. Shit. Take the 3s out. There's a few, but not many. So you don't need the defense dice because they were not there. Now this is for my save. So you've got 3, 4, 8, 10.
11 there, I think.
There's a lot of dice. I'm saving on 4s because of my because I close ranks. So hit me. How many times do you hit me? Let's just go for 3, 6, 11. Save 3, 8 die.
Yes.
You just vaporized the unit.
Lovely.
So, you bugger. So I've put a fatigue on you. You didn't lose any. Fatigue on broken friends. Them. Levy. They've got 2. Warlords out of range. They did nothing, mate. They just came on and you vaporized them. That was a bit harsh. That's another dice as well. So you take 2 dice off me this turn. Right. What else? So you've got 1 in the middle and 1 on your chariot.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate the chariots.
Yep.
You
What are
wish,
you going to? Well, you've got to tell me. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to rest, or are you going to move, or are you going to charge?
They've rested already.
You've rested. Are you charging, or are you moving?
They are moving.
I'm moving.
Do you wish to cancel the activation?
I can cancel it, or I could slow you down.
Slow me down. Yeah.
Well, if I slow you down, you're still going to shoot at these guys. If I cancel it, you're going to shoot at me, and knowing my luck, you're going to take another dice off me.
I think I'm out of range to shoot at you, aren't I?
Well, you can move and shoot, can't you? With javelins.
Yeah.
But you're moving anyway. Let me think. I can't afford to lose any more dice. I'm on 1, 2, 3. I just can't afford to lose dice. It's killing me. Right, I'm going to spend the fatigue. See, the thing is, you're 2 off losing the unit. That's the thing. I need a bit of luck, don't I, really? I need a bit of luck. No, cancel it.
Okay.
Cancel it. And your final one in the middle.
Yeah, they're going to do no bugger all.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do there.
It's just a move then, isn't it? But they've not done anything yet. So it's not second activation, so it doesn't accrue towards anything, does it? So it's my turn. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. Bloody hell, Wayne, what are you doing to me? 4 dice. And I rolled 1 common, 2 uncommons, and 1 rare. I'll have a think. Okay, so it's my 4th turn. Dice are placed. I've got just 4 dice, and I can't believe it took me so long to decide what to do with them because we've only got 4 dice to play with. But yeah, toughie today. So what I'm going to do first is Warlord's going to rest Just down here a little bit. He's going to rest them like that. I'm going to activate my half and guard on the left here to move. Do you wish to slow them down? Not to charge, but to move, Wayne.
No.
You don't. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to come back here towards my warlord. Staying out of the less of you. Plenty of movement. Over on the back edge, like that. I'll take their fatigue with them, so I hate to lose it. Next, and here it comes. I'm going to activate this unit of half and guard to charge your chariot. There.
Okay.
Like that. Okay. So you have an armor of 4. You have 4 dice. I have an armor of 5. I have 8 dice. 6, 7, 8. I go first. Neither of us have fatigue. I'm going to use Falaraki or Falarakia. After the melee or shooting is resolved, gain 1 guerrilla marker for each casualty inflicted on your opponent, up to a maximum of 6, which should be nice. I have no guerrilla markers, so dice needs to remind me. You have 1 dice on your board on defense.
Yeah, I'll use display.
Gives you 2 defense dice.
And I'll give them 2 further.
Up to 3, which cancels the first 2.
The first.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was just a common, wasn't it?
First casualty cancel.
First casualty. I'm going to use Falcata, which makes your saving roll now a 6. Okay, here's your 4 on my 5, so you're needing 5s. You hit me once. Roll that. I don't save it, so I lose 1. Give me that one there. I've got 8 on you, needing 4s. Oh, shit house. Just the freeway. I'm not going to kill you. So you got 3. Remember, 6 is required. You rolled 2 6s as well. So I actually.
And I save 1. I automatically cancel 1.
So you don't get anything at all. That, as you would say, is unbelievable. Outrageous, to quote you. So I actually lost the melee.
Yeah.
So I get back S.
It's only right, I think.
Only right. You bugger. Right. All I've got left is my warlord. Everybody else is within range, and he's going to come back this way. He's going to make sure he's within S of that group, and that group there, but outside of S of him. Right, I'm cooked, I think, mate. Cooked. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've still got 6 dice. 3,
4, 5, 6. And I roll for you 5 commons and 1 rare.
Okay, I'll have a think.
Have a think. Turn 5. Okay, so it's turn 5 for Wayne. Dice are placed as you can see on the board. I have no gorilla. I have no dice on my board. I really could have done with getting a couple of hits on his chariot, really, for my gorilla. So at least I could have moved some of my troops around, which was my plan. But hey ho, such is the dice gods. He's in a fickle old mood today. What are you going to do then, Wayne? What deviousness have you got lined up?
We're going to start with orders. Tumultus Gallicus.
Yep.
I'm going to remove all the fervour from the chariots.
From the chariot.
Yeah.
Remove. It says remove all the fervour from one unit at the start of the activation phase before any other activations. Okay, so it's gone.
Yeah, and that unit is activated for free. So I'm going to activate it to rest.
Yeah, I can't see a problem with that.
Okay,
So we're now go on, carry on.
Then I'm going to do before the wave.
So before the wave, a unit without ranged weapons. So activate one of your units to move. They count as with javelins. So which unit will that be, Wayne?
That's going to be the unit of 10 warriors closest to the chariot.
So this unit here.
Yeah.
And they're going to move towards. Well, you could
towards the Hearthguard.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to spend your. I could have slowed you down, but there's no point.
Yeah.
You just want them all in range. Is that what you're after?
I want to be within S.
Within S.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case you try and slow the charge.
There we go. You are within S.
So they're going to shoot.
Yep. So you've got, it's a full strength unit. So you've got 10. So you've got 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got an armor of 4. There's nothing I can do. Well, you've got fatigue.
Yep.
I'm going to spend the fatigue to increase my armor to a 5.
I'm going to give that unit spend a fervour to inflict an automatic hit.
And you with what?
Before the wave. That's part of the ability.
Okay. Yeah. So you're up to 3 fervour now. Okay. So you've got 1 automatic hit. I pass. I'm assuming that's it.
Pass. Yeah.
5's needed. Fail.
Well, 1 automatic hit.
1 automatic hit. Yep. Sorry, I beg your pardon. And you automatically kill me. Kill 1. That's not good at all. Right.
Okay. Then I'm going to activate them for a charge.
Warrior activation. So in they go.
Yeah. For the Hearthguard.
Fatigue for 2nd activation.
Yeah.
So I'll just show everybody what we've done there. So you just activated this unit here to move in to charge. You were within S, as you say, so I couldn't slow you down. So melee. You have an armor of 4. I have an armor of 5. You are full strength at 10. 4, 8, 10. I've got 2, so I get 4 dice. I can't close ranks, so you go first.
I'm passing. There's nothing I can do.
Well, there is. I have a fatigue if you wish to use it.
Oh, yes. In that case, I will spend that fatigue to bring you down to a 4, please, Graham. Thank you for pointing that out.
That's all right. You have a fatigue. Nice to my dice to survive. It's getting desperate. I'm going to spend your fatigue, and this is desperate. Put me back up to 5. So, my 4 on you, needing 4s. 3 hits. I'll do your saving rolls.
Ouch.
Well, I think you can take that. 1, 2, 3. And more critically, needing 5s.
Well, I was expecting a little bit better from you than that, Graham.
These dice, there's 1. These dice are either running very hot or very cold, Wayne. 1 dice to save. Come on! Doesn't save him. So my half and guard unit is down to 1. S away.
No, I bounce. I lost.
Oh yes, you lost 3, didn't you? Yes, quite right. Thank you, Wayne, for that. Know that. Small away. There. There. There.
And fatigue each.
Fatigue on you. Fatigue on me.
Okay, so
You've got, what have you got left on your board? You've got Perseverance, which is for my turn. You've got Display.
And I've got a Hearthguard activation, a dice on Hearthguard.
You have for your Chariot. What are you going to do?
What do I send him in against? The fatigued Hearthguard or the warriors? If I could kill the Hearthguard, that would splash some fatigue.
Yeah.
But if I could, and get rid of a dice, if I could kill a warrior, that gets rid of a dice.
Hmm.
I think it's probably has to be on the Hearthguard.
Okay, so in he goes.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it. So you've got an armor of 4. I've got an armor of 5. You get 4 dice. I get 2 dice.
Do I get a bonus with my javelin?
You do. Quite right. I'll put a die.
Can't close ranks. Yeah.
Yep. Should hit me 1 easier.
I will spend your fatigue to drop your melee, drop your armor down.
I have nothing on my board, and you have no fatigue. There's nothing I can do. So I pass.
Yeah, I will save my display ability.
How cautious of you.
Mm.
Right. 2 on you, needing 4s. 1 hit. See if I can kill you. You save it. So you're hitting me on 4s, but your dice is modified by 1, so effectively freeze. You hit me 3 times. 5 and a 6. I rolled 2 6s, but it's not enough. So the half and guard dies. Friends, broken friends. So warriors there. And the old singleton, he sees it as well. He's gone. You take a fatigue.
Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
Shit. Okay, so I'm down to my 5th turn. 1, 2,
3. 3 dice, Wayne. I am struggling here now. To your 6. So I'm rolling my 3 dice. 2 uncommons and 1 rare. I'll have a think. Okay, desperate times. I know we've got 6 turns, Wayne, but this feels like my 6th turn because I'm down to 3 dice now, as you saw. Dice are placed. I'm going to use my Half and God activation to rest my my 1 strong unit left down here. He's then going to say to them, charge the chariot. I've got to get rid of that bloody thing. Even if I lose the game, I feel I've got to get rid of it, Wayne. It was an absolute nightmare to bloody glue together. I feel I want to just kill it just for the sake of that, which sounds a bit gratuitous, I know.
Yeah. I'm going to use perseverance, Graham.
Oh. Okay, do that in a minute. Wait a minute. So let's get the dice out. So it says here.
Trigger this ability after an enemy unit is activated to shoot or charge, but before the activation is resolved.
Yep, so you've got a rare on there, remove a fatigue or up to 2.
Further.
So you're going to remove...
I'm going to remove the fatigue from the chariots, please.
Okay, fair enough. So you have no fatigue on this. It's a straight fight, really. Well, not quite straight fight, but armor of 4, armor of 5. You get 4 dice. I get 8 dice. This is it for me. I go first. Can't spend your fatigue, which is a bummer. But I'm going to spend ambush, getting 2 more attack dice. And I get a gorilla, a single gorilla point.
Okay.
Are you going to spend display? I assume you are.
Yeah.
Cancel the first casualty.
I'm going to gain 2 defense dice, and I'll give the chariots 2 further to cancel the first casualty.
Okay. Bugger. I've got to keep going, then I'm going to use Felcata. So your saving roll is a 6.
Okay.
Right, I'll do mine first. Needing 4s. The 1s and the 2s and the 3s in there, look. 5 on you. With your 2 defense dice. You're needing 6s. I hit you 5 times. You didn't roll a 6, so he dies.
Well, I cancel the first one.
I still hit you 4 times, which is enough to kill you.
Yeah.
4 on me, needing 5s. So you get 1. I save it. So I've actually had some success against you today, Wayne. So broken friends within S. There. Chariot off. Which is something, I suppose. Fatigue for me. And all I've got is my Warlord's activation left. Rash moment. Can't reach you anyway. My guys are in the way. No, I can get through there. Maybe. Do I want to do that? That is rash. I'm going to move my Warlord like that to here. So it's within an S and a half, my God. Right, that's all I've got, mate. 1 further on the board. One gorilla. No abilities. You roll, and you've got 1, 2. You still got 5 dice. Amazing. 3, 4, 5. This is your last turn.
Yep.
You've got the game in the bag here. So you roll 2 common, 1 uncommon, and 1 rare. I think.
2 uncommon.
No.
2
common.
2 common.
1 uncommon. And
1 uncommon.
And 2 rare dice.
2 rares.
Oh. Okay, so this is Wayne's last turn. Personally, he's got it so in the bag, he's unbelievable, but he seems to have a bit of a heady moment here. And I think he's going for it. I have 1 gorilla marker, which is about as much use as a chocolate teapot. I have nothing on my board, so he's got free hand to do what he wants, really. What are you going to do, Wayne?
I'm going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. So here we go.
Well, you've got it in the bag by a long way. This is
Orders phase, Tumultuous Gallicus.
Yep.
On the left-hand warrior unit.
This unit here.
Yeah, I'm going to remove all their fervour.
So they've got no fervour at all. Yep.
And they activate for free, so I'm going to activate them to rest.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'd like to do a manoeuvre with the rear warrior unit.
Yep. So what he's doing, this unit over here, he did discuss it with me before. He wants to, with the victory conditions, he needs to be outside of L, outside of L of my guys here. But he just wants to get them over the line, around the corner. So if they go like that, yeah. They're not within any of my troops, and his victory conditions are achieved. So that unit. Right.
Okay, then I'm going to do before the wave.
Before the wave, activate one of the units to move, and they act as if they've got javelin. So which unit would that be?
The warrior unit on the left. Yeah. Move them a full M towards the half guard, please.
And they are within S.
Yeah.
Which is kind of where you want it to be. Like that.
And let's take a shot.
So you've got 5 dice. I've got a unit of armour of 4. 4. 1 is 5 dice. You've got no fatigue. You've got nothing to pimp it with. I've got nothing to, so it's just a straight roll.
Yep.
Pause needed. 2 hits. Average, isn't it? And I lose 1 more half a guard. So go either way. Awesome. That one there off. Doesn't really matter. Okay.
Yep. And then I shall activate them again for a charge.
Against the half and guard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you get fatigue. So we have a melee. I have an armour of 5. You have an armour of 4. You have 10. 2, 4, 6. And 10. I've got 6. Yeah. What are you going to do? You're going to do power of the
ancient gods, please.
Yes.
I'm going to spend your fatigue first.
Of course you are.
Bring your armor class down.
And I'm going to spend it to leave it where it is, for what it's worth. Okay, so power of the ancient gods.
Yeah.
So we'll go through this. So you get 1 dice automatically, 1 defense dice.
Yeah.
And then we look at the unit. We go a bit nearer. Just do it from here. I think you can see it. Everybody with an M, isn't it?
Yeah.
Including yourself. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do that again. It says all of them, everyone.
I think it's 7.
I'm just about to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7. It's 7 dice. That's why I wanted to count it. 4 plus 3 is 7. Back to the dice board. You've got 7 dice. How do you wish to play with them? What are you going to do with them?
I'm going to put them all in attack. Am I allowed to do that? Am I going?
The only thing, the limit. You start off with 10, so it's 20. I don't think you've got 20 days. You've got 4, 6, 9, 12, 17. You're getting there.
Okay, and I'm going to spend the fervor to let me to re-roll 2 attack and 2 defense.
Nice. How many feathers is that for? 2 or 1?
1.
That ability is off the scale, isn't it? I have nothing to match that. So I'll roll my 6 first, needing 4s. Twice. I'll roll them.
My defense dice, Graham.
Plus your defense dice. You lost
and
1.
I can re-roll the 2 that failed.
Okay, 2 that failed. So nothing.
Yep.
On me, 5's needed, and you've got re-rolls as well, haven't you?
Yep. Come on, don't let me down, Graham.
I don't think it's. You're needing 5s.
Oh, shoddy.
And you want to re-roll 2, don't you?
Yes, please. No.
Four.
Yeah.
Enough though. I've only got 3 in the unit.
Okay, 4 6s coming out. I can see it.
5s and 6s. Nothing.
Lovely.
They're vaporized. So, broken friends. The Singleton guy. This guy here. The warlord.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're gone. Teague on you for what it's worth. Nothing.
And then activate the level.
To move forward.
Yeah.
Just to get out of the pinch
Get
zone.
out of L. Yeah.
And that's it.
That's us done.
That's me cooked. Just looking at that there, I've got. I generate 2 dice. I will roll them. My last turn. I roll a common and an uncommon. I'll have a think, but I'm almost had a fall on my shield spear here. 1 minute. Okay, so this would have been my 6th turn. I rolled, as you saw, a common and a common, so not great dice. All I had left was my warlord, really, and these 4 warriors. And Wayne is so far ahead on victory points, scenario points. There's no point playing. Yes, I could have charged him in. Maybe I could have killed 3 or 4 and maybe stopped him from scoring 2 scenario points in that unit, but I wouldn't have wiped it out because he's got 7 there. But was it worth it? No, not really. So I yield to you and I offer you my sword, Wayne.
Yes, I'll accept that.
As always, it generates a good scenario and a good game. From my personal point of view, the Iberians quite hard to play, but then they are in the book, as you say earlier, they are difficulty free, and it's the first time I've had them out and used them, and it was great to proxy my Welsh as them, so it's good to use them. The guerrilla ability is good, but it's dependent on you getting those guerrilla points in your own turn. To get the points in your own turn, you need to be using advanced abilities to generate them. I thought I was unlucky here when I charged your chariot with my half guard, and I was expecting to get at least 1 or 2 kills on you, and I didn't get any at all. And from then I would have used the guerrilla ability in your turn to march them back, but it didn't happen. With the guerrilla ability, as you lose Saga dice, bear in mind they have no activation pool, it gets harder to use them and to generate them. So, but no, I like playing them. They were fun. What did you think, Wayne?
Yeah, good game. I enjoyed it. Really interesting to see the Iberian board for the first time. I thought you did very well considering it was first time out for you. And I think the Gauls are a tough opponent. I'd certainly be interested in playing the Iberians myself, giving them a go.
Yeah.
I think they've got some useful abilities, but yeah, I think your comments were pretty spot on there. With reference to the Gauls, I mean, the Chariots were pretty effective this game. I wonder about maybe dropping a unit of warriors and putting in another unit of Hearthguard Chariots.
Oh, painting 2 more Chariots. Oh, God. But yeah, it would be an option to have 5 Chariots. And would you drop the levy, or would you drop the unit of 8?
I'd drop the unit of 8. I like having the levy bow there. I think, as we mentioned in the last game, it just gives you that little bit of flexibility, a little bit of long range threat.
Yeah. See, that's something this Iberians don't have. With the levy, they can only be javelins or just normal shield warriors. The only range you can have is you can have warriors with slings, and one unit of 8 warriors with slings. I don't view that as particularly potent, to be honest. I mean, to the point that you'd almost need another unit or use another unit, a half of another unit, and make them up to a unit of 12, so they're firing with 6. And that might be an idea, but no ranged abilities. I thought I was going to be able to peg you back a little bit, but to be fair, I know you said about the scenario affecting you directly. With the first 2 turns, we could only move S forward in the move, but it screwed me. Bear in mind, I had 3 units of cavalry, and I couldn't do anything at all with them. So the scenario actually turned me over a little bit there. But the cavalry option in a normal open battle without that inhibitor, maybe with the guerrilla ability, they might be better, possibly. Thoughts for that? You agree with that, or?
Yes, I think the restriction to only moving S for the first couple of turns sort of let me close with you and push forward a bit, which played into the scenario victory conditions of being outside of L. I was able to sort of pen you back, and by having the terrain pushed to the sides, it sort of funneled you down the middle, which is where I wanted you.
I mean, I've got 2 abilities for the Iberians to use terrain, and yes, I could have used the field here, but it was so far away, and I never got the chance. I did think with the field over there, my half guard, I was thinking about sending them through there and then out the back, but moving S, it was almost pointless. And that was one of the reasons why I deployed the unit of 4 half guard there, because they pop through at full speed and come out and charge, and they've got abilities, but it wasn't to be. Never mind. All good stuff, Wayne.
Yeah, good game. Enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, as always, and I look forward to the next one.
Yeah, remember to subscribe to the channel. Give us a like.
Thank you very much. Good reminder. See you all soon.
Okay, bye.